So 1 year ago, I made a Rolex Watches tier list, and I said some pretty contentious things in that video. It's a local vicar. I'm sorry, Explorer lovers. Just not enough for me. The vicar's still a good guy. He's just lacking spice. And I've heard about it. Okay, guys, I've heard about it from Explorer lovers. It was mine and Adrian Barker's first fight. The Milgauss people came for me, but it's been a year now. I think I was really grumpy that day or something, because I've definitely changed my mind on a few of these watches. So I'm hoping to redeem myself. We will be using a pretty standard ranking system, with the bottom tier being, my eyes are bleeding. This is the worst of the worst. Next up, we have, you're hurting me. Stop. Please stop. Above that, we have, this is all right. It's okay. It's good. I'm not sprinting to the AD for this, but it's still good. Above that, we have juicy. I don't know why I'm calling everything that I like juicy right now, but I am. It's a moment. And at the top, we have divine. So let's get ranking the modern Rolex catalog. So we are kicking this list off with the best-selling Rolex of all time, according to GQ. And it doesn't get talked about as much as it should be within the watch community, the Datejust. This watch first hit the market in 1945 to celebrate Rolex's 40th anniversary, and it has become one of those watches that signifies success in the greater zeitgeist. Back before I was into watches, if you asked me to describe a Rolex, I'd probably describe a Datejust or a Day-Date. I'm more of an Oyster Perpetual person myself, but there's no denying it, the Datejust is an icon. And I'm feeling good today, so we're gonna go juicy. Okay, I felt good about that. What do we have next? We're going from icon to icon here. The 1953 Watch of the Year, the Rolex Submariner. So the heritage of the Submariner can be a bit misleading. It was not the first dive watch, but it was the first watch that could go down to 100 meters, which was a really big deal at the time. Because of its popularity, the Submariner can sometimes get written off as a basic watch or a banker's bonus kind of watch. But we all love watches for different reasons. The Submariner just feels forever classic to me, and there's a reason why it is as popular as it is. It's a great wearing watch with great specifications and a design that is so timeless. So I'm gonna have to put it as divine. Next we have the Sky Dweller, and this is such an interesting one. This is the most complicated watch in their catalog, and it represents something that we don't get a lot of from Rolex, an original design. The Sky Dweller was released in 2012, so it just turned 10 last year, and it wasn't a design that they were bringing back from the archives. It was a brand new model, new case, new functionality with it being an annual calendar. Really cool watch. I wish I had time to riff about the command bezel, because I would if I could, because it's really cool. I'm really torn on how to rank this though, because part of me wants to celebrate awesome watches from Rolex and them doing new designs, but this isn't the most wearable of watches. It wears really big. Gah. Oh, where are we gonna put this? It's going in this alright. It's alright, but I can tell already this is gonna get me in trouble in the comment section. Maybe I'll change this later as we go. Okay, so don't be mean in the comments yet. Ooh, it's the GMT Master II. You already know I can't rank this unbiasedly. I'm actually wearing the GMT Master II right now. This is going to go pretty high for me. I've made videos on the GMT Master II and how it's my favorite Rolex professional model. Iconic, great functionality being a GMT, and such an enjoyable wear. Divine. It's going to the top. Let's keep this list moving. Let's keep going. The Oyster Perpetual. Another watch I am incapable of being unbiased about. My first Rolex was an Oyster Perpetual, a 34mm black dial. And it is just everything I want from a watch. Nothing flashy, a good, humble, reliable watch. It just does its job. There's something for everyone in the Oyster Perpetual collection, lots of sizes, dial colors, and it's just so dang versatile. If you made me own only one watch forever, this is the watch I would choose. Now, how to rank this? I don't think it'd be fair to put it as high as Divine, but it does feel wrong going above the Sky Dweller. This is gonna go in, this is alright. No. No, I'm sorry. It's juicy. It has to be juicy. Oh, I'm gonna get in trouble for that. It's the official one. It's the official ranking. I don't know what to tell you. Okay, so next we have the Yachtmaster. I don't remember where I put this last time, but I really like the Yachtmaster. One of the first Rolexes I ever really liked and wanted was the Yachtmaster 37 in the Ever Rose Gold with the Oyster Flex. But the price tag, forget about it. This is such an odd duck in the Rolex catalog. It's kind of like the posh Submariner. So they look quite similar, but the Yachtmaster has polished center links, and the bezel is made entirely from precious metals or fitted with a Cerachrome insert. Rolex has been making some big moves within the Yachtmaster line. Well, big for Rolex. Minuscule really, but... So at Watches and Wonders 2023, they introduced the Yachtmaster 42 in RLX titanium. Really sporty for this line. It looks awesome. I would love to see one in the flesh. I haven't seen one yet. But for the Yachtmaster, we're gonna go juicy. Oh, okay, so the Yachtmaster 2. So last time I ranked Rolex, I think I was a little bit too kind to the Yachtmaster 2. And the Yachtmaster 2, I'll put in the same tier. It's actually a really cool watch. I was feeling really nice because the functionality is quite cool. And I was trying to be a bit edgy because I think we are meaner to the Yachtmaster 2 than we need to be. I feel like the Yachtmaster 2 kind of has a bad rap, but I kind of forgot it existed until I was making this video. It kind of feels like a forgotten part of the Rolex catalog. My only real big fault against it is the size at 44mm. Forget about it. I feel like "stop, it hurts" is too mean. But I also can't have it at the same level as a Sky Dweller. I'm so sorry, Yachtmaster 2. I wonder if Rolex will do anything to revamp this line for Watches and Wonders 2024. I don't know. Could be cool. Okay, so this is the one that got me into trouble last year. Where did I put it? Hold on, let's rewatch the old video. It's a local vicar. I'm sorry, Explorer lovers. It's not enough for me. The vicar's still a good guy. He's just lacking spice. Oh, that was cold. Absolutely cold. Okay, let's reassess this. I always think of the Explorer as the Swiss Army knife of Rolex. It does a little bit of this, a little bit of that, but it doesn't do anything super particularly well. But it does everything kinda okay, if that makes sense. Great looking watch, super balanced, and it's crazy how many changes they've made to this line in a short amount of time. So in the last couple of years, they discontinued the 39mm variation, they reintroduced the 36mm, they added a two-tone variation, and for Watches and Wonders 2023, they added a new 40mm variation. I think this is to keep the case sizes uniform. They seem to be phasing out the 39mm, except in the 1908. But I am repenting from last year and putting the Explorer in a place that feels fair. We're going juicy. Juicy. Oh no. Okay, we have the Air King. Oh no. People are gonna get mad at me again. Okay, I feel like I don't have a good reason for not loving the Air King. I don't hate it either. I just don't love it. The Air King has an interesting place in Rolex history. It was released in 1945 and created to honor the RAF pilots of the Battle of Britain. There were 3 models released for this, so the Air King, the Air Tiger, and the Air Giant. The Air King has gone through a lot of aesthetic tweaks throughout the decades, from looking a bit dressy to a bit more casual and Oyster Perpetual-ish to what it is today. I find it to be a bit of a Frankenstein watch with the 369 and the kind of Explorer-looking case. I don't know. I'm sorry, Air King lovers. It's just not for me. This alright. Okay, next we have the 1908, a new model for Rolex, just released at Watches and Wonders 2023, and this is Rolex's new dress watch offering. So they discontinued the Cellini and released this. I think this is a brilliant move, very attractive watch, only available in yellow gold and white gold. I really think this was a great move, and it's got people excited for Rolex dress watches again. The biggest problem they're going to have with this watch is I just don't think people associate Rolex with dress watches. If I'm going to spend £20,000 on a watch, I'm not sure I would spend that on a Rolex dress watch. I'd save a little bit longer and get the Patek Philippe 7200 Calatrava. For myself, personally, that's what I would do. And I don't have that kind of money sitting around. This is a very hypothetical thought experiment. But I think this is an interesting move. So let's put this in. This all right. This is all right. It's not hurting me, but I'm not sprinting to the 80 to get one. Okay, next. Another watch I am not capable of being unbiased about. I absolutely love the Daytona. She's going to the top. Divine. Now I know the Daytona gets a lot of hate because of, let's call it availability challenges. And I really get it. But subjectively, as a watch, it's just plain lovely. It's a fantastic watch. Really nice proportions and wearing experience, and it's one of the thinnest self-winding chronographs I've ever handled. Okay, we're almost done. We're so close, guys. And okay, just like I said with the Datejust, although this isn't an icon of watch fam, the Day is so iconically Rolex. Before I was disgustingly into watches, if you asked me to think of a Rolex in my head, it would probably be either the Datejust or I'd be thinking of the President's Bracelet Yellow Gold Day-Date. This year at Watches and Wonders, they really spiced up this line by adding in that enamel jigsaw variation. I know that it was divisive, but it got so many people talking, and I personally love it. So the date wheel doesn't show any numbers, but rather emojis, and the date window doesn't show any days of the week, but rather it shows motivational words like faith, joy, love. So I know this gives off serious live, laugh, love vibes. But I think it's so hilarious that they released a date that neither gives you the day nor the date. Oh, I have such a low sense of humor. I like it. But look, the day is an icon. They're having fun with it. I'm going juicy. Ooh, okay, we've reached the end here, guys. The final watch we have to put on the board is the Sea Dweller. Hold on a minute. Where's the Deep Sea Challenge? The Deep Sea Challenge is not on here. Okay, so real quick, the Deep Sea Challenge is absolutely ridiculous at a 50mm case diameter. I don't know how thick it is, but it's thick. It's ridiculous. Forget about it. I don't need 11,000 meters of water resistance for a watch that looks like this. My eyes are burning. I'm sorry, it needs to go there. But back to the Sea Dweller, where I have much nicer things to say. This is a fantastic watch. At 43mm, I'm sized out of this one, but you're getting a lot of dive watch with this one. 1200 meters of water resistance, monoblock case. I don't think this watch is for everyone, but this all right. Let's put it on the board. Okay, look at, I think I'm happy with that spread. I think this looks good. I'm sorry, Milgauss lovers, if you were wanting me to avenge the Milgauss, but it's sadly no longer in the modern Rolex catalog. Sad times. Hey guys, Editing Brittany here. I also, for reasons unexplainable, forgot to put on the Explorer 2. And I think I did that the first time too, so I don't know. I don't know how I forgot. And that's it. This is my official Rolex ranking video. Do you agree with me, disagree with me? Let me know in those comments down below. This will be the official list until I make another one. So don't worry about watching anyone else's list videos, because this is the official one. Let's thank the amazing Pope tier patrons.